What's up, guys? So this video is about housing and healthcare in Anchorage. You didn't know Anchorage has a housing crisis and a healthcare crisis. We don't have the same type of infrastructure in terms of healthcare, and we have a definite issue with homelessness due to capitalism, addiction, PTSD, poverty, whatnot. And it's been exacerbated. It's definitely been exacerbated in the past 10 years. So Anchorage has they have a definite housing and homelessness problem up here. The lack of housing, the fact there's such a large homeless population, and there's a big problem with addiction, with PTSD, other mental health issues, poverty, and it seems like not much is being done about it by the assembly or by the mayor. But again, we know that there's some opportunists in the assembly, and we know the mayor is corrupt. We know that he's racist. We know that he is a cop apologist. And I'm talking about Mayor Dave Bronson, if you didn't know. And in terms of the assembly, Félix Rivera, and I'm gonna mention names specifically. Félix Rivera is kind of a gusano. And here's why I'm gonna say he's a gusano. You guys remember when Ken McCoy was the chief of police in Anchorage? I certainly remember when he was. And you remember when APD ran cover, and Félix Rivera and Forrest Dunbar and John Weddleton ran cover for Ken McCoy and for Justin Dahl when APD murdered Dalen Polu, who is a young Pacific Islander person, and when they murdered Bashar Hassan, who is a young Somali person, right? And you remember Félix Rivera praising Ken McCoy just because Ken McCoy was black? I remember that. I could dig up some Facebook receipts from both him and from John Weddleton when they were praising Ken McCoy. Both Félix Rivera and I believe Dunbar did too. And also Dunbar's got connections to a Zionist organization in Chicago called Shorashim. So, and now Dunbar he's no longer in the assembly, serving in the state house, I believe. But get this, Ariel Wiggin, the daughter of longtime Anchorage Democratic operative, who's not even from Anchorage, he's a transplant from New Orleans, Mark Wiggin, is working for Dunbar, who is a known Zionist. So, again, with Rivera and with Dunbar and with Weddleton, like, those are some red flags. So there you go. And now that the assembly is working with the mayor, we will see what happens. But if you're in Anchorage, stay vigilant about ruling class collaboration. So there you go.